Film 4.
Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, the Avengers, characters who are now household names brought to life by the incredible and creative minds at DC Comics and Marvel. Once a niche form of entertainment, mainly aimed at children and teenagers, comic book culture has now gone on to evolve into a worldwide phenomenon and a multi-billion-dollar enterprise. So today, I've come to InterStellar Comics in the heart of Middlesbrough, owned by Michael McQuillan. I've come to explore the ins and outs of what it means to run an independent comic book shop and how the store competes with more mainstream retailers. I want to give you a special glimpse into the world that so many people love and for you to see how comics and games bring together this community. Let's go for a look in the comic book shop.
My name's Michael McQuillan and I own this shop, InterStellar Comics. I opened April 2017. With regards to back issue comics, there's nowhere around in this area really. I was going up to like places like 45 minutes away, and I know the market's here because I know there's loads of people from the area who used to go with me, so I just thought I'd give it a shot. Started off small.
While primarily starting out as a comic book shop, over time Michael's store has evolved into a community hub for people to come and play tabletop games such as Warhammer and Yu-Gi-Oh! Warhammer is the world's #1 miniature war game. Originally created in 1987, it is mainly popular in the UK with players all across the world.
Stacker. Got it. Strength 6, your toughness 6, wounding you on 4s.
With a large sum of Michael's income coming from comic sales, the majority of his income comes from the sales of Warhammer content. The major popularity of it in Middlesbrough makes it easy for him to meet demand. He's seen by customers as a great retailer as he's never had a problem getting a hold of any items for customers in the past.
Right, on a 6th Amy.
What I'm currently doing is I bought a large collection of comics, a very large collection of comics, and I'm just going through them all, putting them all in bags and boards to keep them protected, ready to go out into the stock. Getting ready. There's like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament this evening as well, and on this table behind you here, that's the table where there's going to be we've had a 7-month Warhammer 40k tournament going on, campaign, and that is going to be the table tonight for the final game between the last two people. We've got a game of Warhammer going on over there. We've got Jamie, who's a regular, playing Jordan, and Jamie pretty much lives in here.
5, 6. My name's Jamie, and I've been in InterStellar for about a year now.
8 attacks into the bikes, hitting on 2s, no rerolls.
It's been quite fun, quite enjoyable.
Don't only once. How many rolled at one?
So, as I said, I've been starting for a year, and I only came in on the off chance because one of my old friends was like, "Oh, there's a guy in the in Dundas who's got a really small shop and he plays Warhammer." And then there was an older gaming community that basically closed down. So I was like, "Oh, we'll come here." As it closed down, town just opened. So basically, we went straight there, came in here on like the first opening day, then never left.
With a true sense of community at InterStellar Comics, you can really see what makes this small little shop so special and what makes the people want to come back. But does the massive boom in popularity of comic book related media contribute to Michael's business?
Whenever there's a film, I do see a surge in people coming in looking for that comics related to that film, especially younger readers that are just getting into it. And it was really confusing people when the Captain Marvel film came out, because she's only recently called Captain Marvel in terms of comics. Before she had different names. And then people are picking up the Captain Marvel books that have the older Captain Marvel in. And I'm saying, "Oh, is this because of the film?" So I haven't explained that it's different, the comic, and then steer them in the right direction for the comics, what they're looking for.
With 11 comic book stores closing across the UK in the last year, it's great to see this small haven succeed.
I can go anywhere from spending nothing to 8,500 quid. And it's just a case of what I need that day, or, "Oh, that looks good this month," and I'll go get that. So, and then build it, paint it, then lose.
But it's not all about the business. Michael is very committed to his community and passionate about his niche, something that's always interested him since his earlier years.
Well, my idea of opening the shop was somewhere for people to come. When I moved out of the market, coming here was to create some space for people to come, sit and read comics or play Warhammer. Because it's kind of grown as like a community in here, my group of friends has grown even broader. Probably some people that I would never normally meet in my normal day working life.
So, what does the future hold for InterStellar Comics?
Because it's kind of grown beyond what I expected, I'm going to have to try and expand in space because I'm slowly running out of space in the store. So I am looking at taking the upstairs of the property, which is currently vacant, and expanding like the gaming side, moving that upstairs and create more space down here for the comics and gaming, rather than all the space being taken up by gaming tables for people to play on and tables for people to play Yu-Gi-Oh games and Keyforge and all that.
Does it work in every country?